What's going on? How y'all doing? So I watched the Kwame Brown Hussein Campbell Battle Royale, whatever you want to call it, last night. Um, I I'm going to go with Team Kwame Brown because people have picked with him. I understand why Kwame feel like he did. He didn't ask to be lynched for 20 plus years. He was a number one draft pick by the Washington Wizards. And I'm not going to be running to fake the funk. I wasn't blown away by his NBA career, but I would give the guy. I did actually tell a buddy of mine. I said, well, the guy did play 13 years, and he did have some moments. He did something to get his pension, to have his career. I wasn't blown away by his career of other, direct to NBA, be it Moses Malone, be it LeBron James, Kobe, Kevin Garnett. I can make that. But I'm going to say this, the guy did have a 13-year career, and I defended that. But what I've liked about Kwame is his integrity and what he said. And I do support his channel. And I like what he said. And everything he said about Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Stephen A. Smith has all come to pass. Jamel Hill, too. You can't argue with what he said because Rachel Nichols, too. Everything he said has come to light about those people in that industry. So when he defends himself against people trying to clout chase or come at him, he has every right. Hassan Campbell, somebody that I thought had some interesting points, but now he comes across like a plant. He's like a industry plant, and he's trying to make these points. They both was talking to each other. They both was trying to get their cuts in. I think Hassan apologized, but like Kwame Brown said at first, you came prejudging without knowing him. And like Kwame said, two different roads leads to two different lanes. Hassan wants to boast and brag because he did a bid in Rutgers Island as a kid. And he's trying to make it sound like, Kwame earned his right to go to the NBA. No matter what you think about his career. Kwame Brown happened to be in the crosshairs when Michael Jordan was kind of on this edified tour. But it wasn't pre-prime Jordan, but he was in Washington with his pick coach. But there's politics involved. So you can't tear down somebody's story, especially when they earn their keep. And that's what Hassan be trying to do. He's all in Kwame's bag and trying to say all this stuff. But Kwame had to overcome a lot of things. Then when you get to Charlemagne the God, you see the people that are behind these people, how they stockpile. This is the reason why black folk have a hard time getting along with one another and coming together on stuff, because we're so busy judging one another as opposed to working together, loving one another, respecting one another. We can have difference of opinion. We can have difference of political agendas and mindset. But if you put your money together, that would be something. And to tell you something, I said it before, black folks love each other 50%. You wouldn't have to worry about asking about reparations. You wouldn't have to ask Joe Biden or Trump or none of the Congress or none of them, or Mitch McConnell, nothing. Them papers would be signed by midnight. They say you can go to Africa right now as long as you don't come together. That's the scariest threat to the American system. Anyway, I watched it, and Kwame made points to validate his point. Kwame's coming from his perspective. Hassan was trying to say some things, but the bottom line, Hassan was in the wrong because he had to come to the man to apologize for falsely judging him without really knowing him. And that happens way often than not, especially with black on black folk. We're more judged amongst ourselves, which is horrible. Because you live in life, no matter what you're doing, you're already prejudged as a black person. So to have someone within who looks like you, talks like you, been through some travels, to judge you is wrong. And that's the kind of mindset that gets passed around. You get yours, I get mine. It's not like we come together and we squash this, or we don't even have to squash this because I need to know about you. Hassan Campbell's wrong because he wrong for one main reason. Why would Stephen A. Smith, why would these people on these networks still find it fashionable to talk about a guy they can consider the bust? I didn't sit around talking about somebody that I thought didn't pan out. I might have my memory too, and I'm done with it. But they still regurgitating stuff. But he obviously built something. And he's helping a lot of people on the low. He's not broadcasting his business. It's the powers that be that try to wash their hands away him. So when I watched this interview between the two, it was edgy, intense. It's what you expect. Nobody was really trying to give too much, but Kwame did let him talk. But Hassan was still trying to bring that New York thing. Kwame, country boy, telling you where he from, doing his thing. I do believe the two brothers could come together in some form of fashion, you know. And I think that, again, you have to listen to understand people's journeys to get to where they got, you know. But if we the black folks was to talk stuff out and really be real with where we are and what we feel, America couldn't handle it. But if they keep us divided and let you bling and let you swing and let you think that being materialistic is where to go, then that's what you will settle for. All depends on what your goal. And don't forget what you did in these streets and whatnot, because that's not going to matter. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. That's my thoughts and takes about the Kwame Brown, Hassan, Campbell debate that I saw last night. It was interesting. And I'm glad I watched it. It came on late, but I was glad to peep it out. I wanted to see what was going to go on. And it was interesting. Please hit the like, subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. And we need to have more of these debates, but uncut. To the point where, what are you holding on to? And what am I holding on to? And how you bring that together?